Hey guys, welcome back to the 30-day New Year, New You Kickstart Planning. Today is day 21 of 30. We're 3 weeks down, we've only got 1 week to go, so if you've been following this programme, amazing. And what this is also going to show me is that you're being consistent, and that's what we're going to focus on today, consistency. It's one of the massive major pillars that I pride myself on in training. You know, there's consistency, there's patience, and there's discipline, but the one pillar we're going to talk about today is consistency. And why consistency? It's something that isn't too fancy, isn't too flashy, isn't too flamboyant, but it's one of those things that help get us results, whether it's the people you admire, health and fitness, whether it's fitness models, bodybuilders, athletes, you name it, they all have one thing in common, and is that they are consistent with their training and or their diet. Especially when they're in season, it'll be their diet and their training, but maybe when they're out of, sort of competition, they're still training away, but maybe their diet is good. But one thing's for sure is they're consistent with something throughout the year to help them be great and achieve greatness. And for us, this going out to beginners and intermediates who want to get consistent and seem to go through the yo-yo diets, the fads. 1 week they're on something, the next week they're off something, the next week they are on a soup diet or a 1,000-calorie diet, the next week they're back to square one, and they're doing this yo-yo effect. They're losing weight, they're gaining weight, and what that's doing is actually becoming demotivating because you're feeling like nothing's working for you. And I can understand where you're coming from, but it's because what you're doing is going too extreme too soon. So the advice I give to the guys that I train, the clients and athletes that I train and coach, is start small. If you come to me as a coach, or you're doing it on your own, you've not exercised in a year or half a year, and now all of a sudden you want to do 6 days a week with just 1 day rest. That's a massive change in lifestyle. So you've created a big change in stimulus that you don't know if you're going to be able to fit in seamlessly to your lifestyle. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks down the line, you might start to break. Your willpower starts to break. Going to the gym consistently or going out to run consistently might start to wear on you because you're not giving yourself enough time to recover. You've not gave your body and your mind enough time to adapt to the changes in your lifestyle. So let's start small. Let's start with 1 or 2 times a week for 45 minutes or even 30 minutes. Just getting out, going for a walk, and then maybe during this current climate with the sort of COVID situation, you do a maybe 30-minute yoga class, maybe a 30-minute HIIT class for beginners or intermediates, but try not to do too much too soon. Trying to get that consistency, what you can seamlessly do in your week, for you can do consistently week after week, month after month, and year after year, is going to give you small results that will give you big results in the long term. So it's kind of like that short-term loss for that long-term gain, whereas I think we're all in this mindset of a short-term gain, but ultimately setting us up for a long-term loss. So that's the same with diet as well. So a lot of people, again, they go full pelt into a diet and also full pelt into training at the same time. So they've maybe not been training, you've not been training for 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, your diet's been rubbish for years, and all of a sudden now you want to train really hard, but you also want to put yourself on a calorie restricted diet, and you're not going to feel good on a calorie restricted diet. That's first and foremost. You speak to any athletes or bodybuilders on a calorie restrictive diet leading up to a weight cut, getting ready for competition, they're not in the right frame of mind. So just imagine somebody who has not been training for 6 months, who puts himself in a calorie restricted state and then want to get up and exercise. It might be really, really hard at that point. So what I say is change one thing. As you start your training, change one thing in your diet, whether that be a bar of chocolate, whether that be cheese, whether that be a packet of crisps, or for Americans, potato chips, a takeaway, a pizza, whatever it may be that you feel is hindering your weight loss or your athletic performance. Bring one thing out your diet that you feel is hindering that, just one small change, make it become behavioural, and then after 3-4 weeks, make another change so things become more seamless and work into your lifestyle. I think we're in this frame of mind nowadays because we see a lot of 14-day or 30-day transformations that we have to go from tragic to magic in 30 days. Whereas, you know, that's an extreme diet, and ultimately we don't see what happens to them after those 30 days. They do go back to square one. Most likely they do. The same with celebrities like actors and actresses that get ready for a movie set. When they get caught outside the movie set after they've shot the movie, they look so bad because they just done this yo-yo, getting in shape real quick and then out of shape real quick as well. But we only see what we see in the movies, we only see what we see in social media, we only see the good side or the, you know, the peak condition side of people. So we think that we're supposed to be that consistently every year, 365, all the time. And ultimately that doesn't happen in a, you know, everyday life. That doesn't happen, you know, whether you get kids, whether you're a single parent, whether you're busy parents working full time and you've got 2, 3 kids, 1 kid, whatever it may be. You're comparing yourself to celebrities who are on millions of pounds a year and it's their full-time job to stay fit, to stay healthy, to stay active. And they may have chefs, they may have personal trainers that are consistently training them each and every day. So remember, try and look at that information with just a little bit of grain of salt, and don't beat yourself up because you might not be where you want to be at this moment in time. But remember, don't make it too big and too catastrophic to start with. Small changes will lead to big results. And that comes with that consistency, day in, day out, doing the right things, week in, week out, doing the right things. And before you know it, after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, you're going to create a healthy relationship with your health, with your fitness and with your diet, because it's not so, you know, all in or all out. It's actually, I'm going to do this for a little period of time. And then once I get used to that, I'm then going to change a little bit more. Just going to get small, incrementally better each and every month, and it's going to lead to those long-term results. The next thing is you've got to enjoy your exercise. You've got to enjoy it. So for me, because I'm a runner, you know, I like long distance running, for me, putting my shoes on and going out the door is, whether it's raining, whether it's blowing a gale, whether it's snowing, whether it's sunny, I love putting my shoes on and getting out the door and running with nature, you know, looking at all the sights that are passing me by. I just love to run. You know, if you put me in the swimming pool, I'm not going to stick it out. The anxiety I get from, you know, driving to the swim, when I'm injured, driving to the swimming pool, having to put, you know, the shorts on, to dip myself in a cold pool with the goggles, it just, I just don't like it. And I feel that some people also feel that way with, like, walking before they get out the car and walk through the gym doors. They've got that sort of unhealthy relationship where they think gym equals pain, but it can actually equal fun. So for me, my fun is running, but for other people it might be cycling, it might be Zumba, it might be yoga. You've got to find your fun workout, and when you find that exercise that you enjoy, you're going to be more consistent with it because you'll be looking forward to getting back to it again. So making sure that that exercise fits in with your lifestyle, but also fits in with your thought process and what you like to do. And you won't ever know that unless you experience and try different exercises, whether that be, some people love the swimming pool, some people love HIIT training, some people love doing 1,000 burpees in one go without stopping. But again, it's what works for you, not what works for me or anybody else. So these are my quick tips to keep you consistent over a long period of time to get long-lasting results. We want that short-term loss for that long-term gain instead of that short-term gain for that long-term loss. Hopefully you found something insightful there. Hopefully you found it all insightful. And if you did, keep following this 30-day plan. Subscribe to me, like the wee thumbs up, click that wee bell for subscribe, the notifications. If you love the channel, if you love all the information I'm giving you, if you feel that it's genuine, authentic, it's coming right from the heart, there's no BS, subscribe, like, comment, show some love. See ya.